Hello there and welcome to the portal to the magic realm. It is a lovely rainy night here. We've got the moon in the background. We've got some aurora effects going on in the portal itself. Very nice, very nice. That also must mean that it is time to remake Morgyn Ember. Yes, this is one of those videos where I attempt to remake a townie from scratch, but in my own style of Sims that I like to make. So, Morgyn Ember, right? What a townie, actually a good one. And that's why I originally was never going to make this video, because I just thought, why should I really? Somewhere along the way though, that turned into curiosity, so I decided to go ahead anyway. And that's obviously the case, because here we are. Oh my god, look at that! I have never seen that before. I wonder what that says in Simlish. It might say, hits are overpriced in Australia. They're overpriced everywhere, actually. So the gist of what I meant before I was interrupted by that banner flying thing was that it was important to me to be true to the Morgyn flavor as I could, whilst making Morgyn look like my Morgyn. Does that make sense? In any case, we'll find out soon enough. We're going to have a speed build. I shall come back and talk to you after that and show you some outfits. And then we're going to see how the new Morgyn goes entering the Simniverse. So, I'll see you on the other side of the speed build. Welcome to the other side of the speed build. Here is my version of Morgyn Ember, as you can see. We'll do a little twirl and stuff. There we go. So I decided to put Morgyn in purple because I just like the idea of that, but I completely acknowledge that red is the usual color because it represents the Sage of Untamed Magic. So I get that, don't worry. I just wanted to experiment just for this particular version of Morgyn, that is all. So we have the usual outfit, but in purple, and that includes accessories here, although I have added some earrings and a little bit more makeup to the eyes as well, because I like that myself. So, indeed. This is now. Now is all there is. That is true, but we don't want to dwell on that. Instead, we're going to look at the formal wear of Morgyn. It is nearly the same as the original counterparts one. And this dress luckily renders pretty well for a masculine frame, unlike some other items, which we'll see later. I've also added some extra makeup again, or sort of my own makeup that I like. And then we've got some earrings as well. So that is formal wear. Now these ones are just incidental, really. This is just what I felt like at the time. This is actually just what came up and I went with it. If it ever shows up. Yes, there we go. You could have so many different looks for Morgyn in these sort of things though. Party times now. This is the same as the original as well. I've gone for the same outfit, but I've changed the colours up and given a different shoe as well. But it's sort of the same sort of theme. You will notice by now that I have not opted for the bun that is used in original Morgyn as well. And I'm just going to demonstrate to you why I didn't. It's just simply because, hang on, let's go back here. It is only because I don't think that you can get this much hair out of this hair. I just don't think that turns into that bun realistically. So my mind has an issue with that, and therefore I've gone for this because I believe that you could actually get this hair from that. That's all it is. That's just me. So yeah, there's party times. Here we've got something to swim in, known as swimmers. We'll do a little rotisserie there as well. Here is the hot weather, obviously. Now, I have gone for a little bit less Realm of Magic. I slightly regret that. The other thing I slightly regret about this shirt, I mean, I thought it was pretty cute at first, but look at how horrible the rendering is. It actually moves the collarbone out to try and compensate. They just didn't do a very good job of some of these assets when you convert them to masculine and feminine frames. We already know that, but of course when we're dressing Morgyn it becomes even more apparent and it is a little bit vexing. But yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. So let's move on to the winter, and this is where I have added the original coat as well. So there you go if you wanted that one. And a little bit of makeup to match it as well. And my favourite boots from Realm of Magic. These have always been my favourites, so I thought I would add those as well. Now, as you can see over here, everything is just original Morgyn. I've just kept this true to the original with all these traits and everything, with the walk style, the voice. And all of this stuff, of course, is original Morgyn styles as well. And yeah, so this is my version of Morgyn Ember. This is Morgyn made in my style of sim. That was the goal. Now, before we get into the little end part and see Morgyn enter the Simniverse, I'm actually going to show you what the original Morgyn and this Morgyn look like properly so you can see the differences. Because actually, when I film them in games, some angles, they look heckin' similar. I mean, I know that's the idea, but I just wanted you to actually get to properly see what they look like. This obviously is my Morgyn. Have a little bit of a look there. Have a look, have a look, have a look. And then this is the other Morgyn, the original. You'll understand why I bothered to show you that when you see the bit we're about to see now, actually. So I'm going to shuffle Morgyn off into the Simniverse. I will bid you farewell. Bye.